together for 5 years. That's that same tat. And my boy in that bitch putting her to work. Ain't no way.
Supposed to be back in a month. She stayed with me for 3 months. I had 3 surgeries. Each month I had a surgery. And then I had a bone infection, so I got a PICC line in my arm, which y'all don't know about. That junk is about this long.
Like, he never tried to be like, oh, just because I drink, you can't drink, or you can't hang out with your friends.
It's one thing when folks gossip about your relationship, but it's a whole different storm when the whispers turn into proof, and all those receipts start pointing in the exact same direction. That's when it gets messy. And right now, fans swear they've cracked the code on Travis Hunter and his wife Leanna's marriage. People online are convinced these two are hiding.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends.
A behind closed doors disaster. Yep, they're saying the bedroom vibes are dead. And according to the rumor mill, that might just be the real reason cheating whispers keep popping up. This isn't coming out of nowhere either. From people speculating about a possible pregnancy, to wedding clips that scream no spark, to her own past comments admitting he wasn't even her type, every little piece is getting tossed into the pile like it's part of some courtroom evidence.
The first thing that ever stood out to me about Travis was that he never tried to change me at all. So like I said, I met him in college. He was in high school, and I obviously I was in the middle of outgrowing partying, but I still partied a lot. And I don't know if y'all know this, but he doesn't drink at all. Like, even though he's legal to drink, he doesn't drink. And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink. And I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside partying, and then take us.
Bored. Now, the moment that really lit the match? The wedding reception. Cameras flashing. Everyone clapping, the couple front and center. Travis leans in for that sweet newlywed kiss, and boom. Leanna turns her head fast. Quick enough to dodge him, but not quick enough to escape the internet's eyes. That tiny moment went viral in hours. Some tried to defend her, saying maybe she didn't want to ruin her lipstick. But plenty of others weren't buying it. They saw it as a silent nah in front of everyone. And let's be honest, if there's real chemistry, those kinds of moments don't happen, especially not on your wedding day with the whole world watching. With all the other rumors swirling, people decided it wasn't just a fluke, it was a sign. One fan even wrote, "She refused to kiss him but still took the ring? This looks more like a business deal?" While another boldly claimed the guy she really wants might have been sitting in the crowd that day. The more folks replayed that reception clip, the more it seemed to link up with every other awkward moment between them. Because really, if you're head over heels, you don't dodge your husband's kiss like he's a stranger on the street. That's how people see it anyway. And for them, the kiss that wasn't might be saying a lot about what's going on behind the scenes. But just when the kiss drama was still trending, another rumor wave hit: pregnancy talk. Fans were suddenly convinced Leanna was expecting, pointing to certain wedding photos and zooming in like detectives. TikTok blew up with side-by-side comparisons, slow-motion clips, and circles drawn around her stomach like it was some high-profile mystery case. If you think that's over the top, think again. People were literally treating wedding footage like a movie trailer, frame by frame, analyzing every angle, completely sure a pregnancy announcement was about to drop. And in true internet fashion, the more they found, the more they were sure they were right. Once that pregnancy theory hit the timeline, every other rumor suddenly packed more heat. And if there's one thing the internet never drops, it's an old clip that fits the story they've already decided is the truth. For Leanna, that gotcha moment came from an interview where she casually admitted, right on camera, that Travis wasn't even her type when they first met. Here's the kicker: she didn't sugarcoat it. She flat out said he wasn't her type. Fans wasted no time clipping it, remixing it, and throwing it back into the chaos with captions like, "This made her look even worse," and "This girl is a terrible liar. Travis is a major simp." Others claimed it went deeper than looks, that maybe she never vibed with his whole energy from day one. And the internet's logic? If there was never that instant pull, maybe the spark never truly lit. If it never lit, That could explain why she sometimes seems distant in public, why certain moments come off like PR stunts instead of real love, and why those bedroom rumors just won't die. Then, because timing loves drama, another old clip resurfaced right when this not my type video was making the rounds. This time, it was Leanna at a party, dancing up close with another man. Now, let's be clear, it wasn't fresh post-wedding footage, it was older. But the way it popped back up, it felt like breaking news. In the clip, she's smiling, leaning in, looking way too comfortable. And on TikTok, that was all people needed to scream evidence. Comment sections went wild with lines like, "Ain't nothing worse than finding out the woman you love is a 304," and "He needs to run, man!" And while no one actually knows if anything went down, the optics? They hit different when the current narrative is that she's both emotionally and physically clocked out of her marriage. From there, people started connecting dots. Travis is a total homebody. His world is football, training, and staying low-key at home. Leanna, not so much. She's social. She loves going out, living the nightlife, and she's even admitted it herself, talking about nights where Travis would just wait in the car while she was out having fun. Now, that's not a crime. Plenty of couples are opposites like that. But when one person is living that quiet, routine lifestyle, and the other is out in different scenes, people notice. Fans began saying this is exactly why she's often spotted without him. It's not always drama, it's just that they move in totally different circles. And then, of course, came that Heisman ceremony moment. The one so many point to as the birth of the cold wife label. Travis is on stage, soaking in his big moment, everyone around him on their feet clapping. And Leanna? She stays seated. Coach Prime literally has to nudge her to get up. It was quick, just a second. But when that clip hit the internet, it spread like wildfire. Instantly, people jumped to conclusions. Some saying she looked bored, others claiming she was trying not to steal the spotlight. But either way, the image stuck. From that day forward, every time she appeared in public with him, her body language was under a microscope. The wildest part? If you watch the full video, she does stand, clap, and cheer, but none of that mattered. The internet had already frozen that single frame in time, and for them, it became the smoking gun proving she just wasn't that into him. Once that cold wife label stuck to Leanna, it didn't matter what she did. People were locked in, ready to see the worst every single time. So when Travis finally stepped in to defend her, instead of calming the noise, it turned into its own headline. He told the world she cried herself to sleep from all the hate, and that watching her go through it cut him deep too. He swore she wasn't being disrespectful at the Heisman ceremony, that it was just an innocent moment caught at the wrong angle. But you could hear the frustration in his voice, because no matter how he explained it, the internet just wasn't letting go. Some folks respected him for standing by his wife, but plenty twisted his words into fresh theories. "Why's he defending her so hard if there's nothing to hide?" one person asked. Another said, "Sounds like he's covering up a way bigger problem." It was one of those situations where speaking up only poured more gas on the fire. Trolls doubled down, and even people who'd never paid attention to them before started digging through old clips just to see what the fuss was about. Then, silence. After weeks of being TikTok's favorite mystery couple, Travis and Leanna straight up vanished. Their accounts went dark. Travis barely posted a thing. And when he finally broke the silence, he said he was stepping back from social media because the hate had gone too far. Sounds reasonable, right? But for the internet, it was just more fuel. Some claimed the "we just want peace" story was only half the truth. Rumor had it Leanna had vented to a close girlfriend about Travis not being able to keep up in the bedroom, and somehow, that little detail started slipping into comment sections everywhere. And if that's real, you can't really blame him for disappearing. No guy wants his teammates or strangers reading comments like that under his posts, especially when people are already on high alert, just waiting for anything that might confirm their theories. But here's the problem. Going ghost didn't make the noise stop. It did the opposite. The silence made people more convinced something was really wrong. Every old clip, every awkward glance, every random rumor started getting stitched into one big scandal board like a detective case. And now, this mess isn't just about awkward body language or shady whispers. It's hitting Travis where it hurts most. His wallet. Word on the street is that when they tied the knot, they skipped the prenup. And here's where it gets dicey. They got married in Tennessee. Tennessee alimony laws? Let's just say, if things go south, he could be cutting some big checks. Depending on the length of the marriage and the circumstances, he could owe a serious chunk. So stack this all up. Fans already believe Leanna's lost interest. There's talk she's been a little too friendly with another man, maybe even a Jaguars player. And now there's a possible financial hit that could take a bite out of his rookie earnings. That's not just losing your wife. That's losing your wife and your wallet. And online, people are already labeling him the biggest loser in this whole thing. Because even if the cheating talk isn't true, he's still trapped in a PR nightmare, a marriage the internet thinks is falling apart, and a money situation that looks like a ticking time bomb. But the part fans can't let go, they believe this all started in one place, behind closed doors. Because if the bedroom was the first thing to fall apart, then everything else we've seen might just be the fallout. And what happens next? That could blow this story wide open. If you've been deep in this saga, drop your thoughts below. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.